Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece. Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent to this hellhole.
You came alone? Trying to be some kind of hero?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people called me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
They're rookie's eyes, right?
No. They're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry. You'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah. You know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him personally. But first, I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I just joined the training that same day.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapon disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody's told you anything, did they? Okay. You see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right. For the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top-secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But they must have been test-firing dummy warheads for a while. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. That's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry, I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah. That's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep them hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No. Not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Huh. Sounds like it. But I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich? He should be in the research lab in the second-floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we'd better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time. How do we get to the nuclear warhead storage where the doctor's being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go to the...
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy, and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training. It was frightening to think that with a pull of a trigger I could take someone's life.
It's not like shooting targets in training.
I always dreamed of being a soldier. every day of my life. I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, you're not normal if you don't feel something the first time you kill. Killing without guilt produces more carnage. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits emerge. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay, let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard, just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you, the real me is no match for the legend.
Looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Hang on to the key until then.
Got ya. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, Trainer1, and welcome back to part 3 of my Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes Extreme Big Boss Run walkthrough. So first step pretty much is pick up any ammo in there. We're going to come out here. I've got a surefire way. We are actually going to pick up some things. You can actually go through this even faster if you don't want to pick up the FAMAS, but I like to pick up certain weapons. I'm not going, this is not a speed run. This is, this will get you a big boss, but it will not get you a very, very fast time. I think you have up to 3 hours to complete this, but I do want to pick up some weapons that you wouldn't normally have, just in case we need them in the end. Wait here for about 7 seconds after you have done this. Timing is very crucial. You're going to hear a noise. Once you hear that noise, we just heard it, then you can move up. You'll see the guy on the left. That's the same guy that we waited for. If we would have came out too early, it would have been game over. But wait here. We've already got everything we need right now in this room. We will be coming back here just a little bit later after we deal with Psycho Mantis.
Looks all clear.
And we're going to go ahead and head back up to the first level. There will be an automatic kind of door opening thing right here.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry. I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake. The cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait! You said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Alright, so before we exit through the cargo doors, we're actually going to wait here just about 3 seconds. This gives us enough time to enter this side room. The guard turns around periodically. It'll give you enough time while he's still asleep. You might risk it. You might be able to get in there and actually grab the suppressor early. As you can see, at about 5 seconds. But I just prefer to wait because, again, game over if caught. So now we have enough time to grab the suppressor, the SOCOM suppressor, which will come in handy in just a second, as well as some more shaft grenades, which is one way to defeat the tank, but I will be showing you a different way.
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors.
What is it?
You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them and the doors will seal off and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
So there's multiple ways to do this. We're going to do the easiest one, which is actually to go ahead and equip our suppressor to our SOCOM and actually fire at the boxes that will allow us to take down every laser. You can also use your cigarettes to show you where the laser are, or you could use your thermal goggles. But this is technically the fastest, unless you want to learn exactly when to go and things like that. So next up, we have an amazing battle, and I'm going to make it even more challenging. Alright, so what I've decided to do is I'm going to take my health down a little bit here after this call.
Snake, be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and blow myself up a few times. I'm going to get my health all the way down to maybe about 1/4. Doing so, to me, adds a little bit more of a challenge. As you can see that sometimes your health increases depending on what section you do. We had lower health when we went, you know, into different sections and stuff, but you automatically gain that health back, which is why you don't ever need to use rations. I think you can only use one ration anyways in this whole entire game if you're doing this walkthrough. You definitely want to pick up at least 4 of the claymores. Reason is we're going to be using the claymore trick, which is going to deactivate the tank and allow us to be able to take out the 2 guards a little bit quicker. So enjoy the cutscene.
This is Raven's territory. Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message. That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
Alright, so immediately we want to go ahead and throw that shaft grenade that we had equipped. This is going to allow us to not be hit by the cannon of the tank. Give it a few seconds so that way it activates by the time you get up here. Also pick up those stun grenades as you will need them. Now we're going to need to get as close to the tank, and automatically as soon as you get up here it's going to do its like little fast thing, but once it stops, get close enough but not too close. You can actually do all 4 of them on the same spot. Just spam that A button over and over again. And once you have done that, then we have pretty much made this a lot easier battle. So now all we have to do is get out our stun grenades, and in a perfect world it would take 6 on extreme. You have to get 6 perfect shots just like that in order to complete this super fast, which is actually really hard to do because depending on where the tank is, if you're elevated, if the tank is a little bit elevated, it makes it more difficult to throw it in there. It's very random. There is no like kind of lock-on feature to make sure you actually throw it at him. As you can see there, it landed just before him. So that takes less damage away from him, which means that obviously 6 isn't going to work anymore. Luckily, there are more stun grenades that are in one of the little grates down in the middle that you can pick up here, which I will do in just a second. But, you know, I get a few good throws in there, but we're going to actually finish this out just using our M9 because there are 2 gunners. Make sure you don't get too close to the tank or you can take damage. which I do take some more damage, which is actually really funny. I literally come out this battle with like just the smallest sliver of health, and I really enjoy that. So we've already taken out the first gunner. Now we just got a few more to do. So yeah, it looks like I've gotten actually quite a few inside. So I got pretty lucky. But I think the next ones, I don't get lucky at all. For some reason, like I said, if the tank is on a slight hill, depending on where you are positioned, you won't be able to get it all the way in there. As you can see, it's close, but no cigar. And if the soldier is not peeking out, it won't do any damage to him. And you can see that one just overshot him big time. So, you know, and like I said right there, the tank didn't even hit me. I kind of ran into it, and it took a lot of damage from me, so... Looks like we're going to finish this out with the old classic M9, which is actually pretty easy to do. And if you look at my health, I'm like completely almost out of health. And I wanted to challenge myself and to see if I could do it with less health, and obviously you could do it. So just, you know, get a good distance away from him. Make sure he's not following you. That's the big key. And then, of course, go for headshots, and it should just take one more shot, and then we got him. Don't get too close to the tank, though. Now, you will not be able to come back into this area after the cutscene, so if there are other things you wanted to pick up, you can do it before you end the battle.
Boss, is this all right? Just giving him the card like that?
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. He lives and breathes combat just like you. I would expect no less from your...
You see, I told you so, but I will kill him.
General Ivan, I hear that you lost your arm and ran away home.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him. Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Alright, tank battle complete. Time to move on to the nuke building. Remember, if you get the cardboard boxes, which we're going to pick up, you can actually go between different buildings, maybe to make traveling a little faster for you. But you're going to want to quickly wait right here for this guard to come by. You're going to get an automatic codec call.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up in here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said, totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do. Her frequency is 141.52.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
Alright, so now the cutscene is over. We're going to go ahead and hurry. Do not waste any time. Move very, very quickly as we need to get down against the edge here. Remember, with no radar, you really, like, all of this I go through, I play the mission like multiple times, so I figure out, okay, I'm going to go to this point, I'm going to go to this point, and I'm going to play through that multiple times to figure out the best strategies for you guys. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, so again, guys, if you like what you see, don't forget, of course, to leave a like. We're going to go to the B1 first, as we're going to pick up the La Femme Nikita, which is something you're definitely going to want to have, or else you're going to have to come back up here. This is also where the Psycho Mantis boss fight is. So now that we have that, we have a little Nikita shooting to do, and yeah, gotta love it.
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high-voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
So this part is self-explanatory. It's pretty easy to control. Now, in order to get by the turrets, you want to get in here on the inside and stay as close to this wall as you can. This will allow you to get a little far enough to where that the other turrets won't be able to see you till now, and then you just gotta hope and pray that they don't shoot it. You don't have a lot of time. You can only get off about 2 nukes before you will lose all of your oxygen, and the gas mask will be coming up ahead, so you won't have a gas mask at this point. So remember, go ahead and head back out if you are low on oxygen. And get out your shaft grenades. You're going to need your shaft grenades because there's a couple of cameras in this area. I couldn't remember which one the gas mask was in, but it's actually the 3rd room. So there's not really anything to pick up in the first. And in the 3rd room, there's a couple of things. There's the magazine as well. I couldn't see it down there, but it's the gas mask. You don't really need it now, but before you go into this hallway, make sure you throw another shaft. Because if you look up to your right, there is a camera, and you don't want to be seen, of course. I don't know if that'll get you in trouble, but I prefer to keep it safe. So up ahead, we have one of the coolest cutscenes in the entire game. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed, and thanks for watching the video. We'll see you on the next part. ladies and gents, that's going to be it. Hopefully you are enjoying the walkthrough. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. It is time to meet up with Gray Fox. Peace out. Bitches.